Hey you guys, welcome back to Romance Review TV with Lady T, and I got another recap for you guys. Ready to Love Season 7 Episode 4, Miami White Party. And look like it's time for our men to step up or get eliminated, and between being too flirtatious or playing it too cool, someone is about to go home. But before we unpack all of this, take a second to make sure you're subscribed to this channel to receive all updates. And please don't forget to like and share. So without any other further ado, let's jump into this recap. Okay, so let's talk about these singles. Now, all anyone wants to do is to find love and not embarrass themselves. And thanks to Samson and Randall, many women are finding the potential of finding love on this show as possibly being real. Randall is entertaining 3 women, Kayla, Jamala, and Trinika, and we're at the point where people are trying to lock it down. Now, Kayla has already started to show signs of jealousy. As for the other ladies, well, Jamala is new, and Trinika, honestly, she's not sweating Randall since she has multiple dates with him at this point. Now, as for Samson, Shakira and Charisse are digging him. Now, Shakira likes how he knows all the right things to say and do, and Charisse likes how he opens up to her. Now, the vulnerability draws her in, especially since the other men don't quickly do the same thing for her. They take how she is as a con rather than a pro. And lastly, you already know Brandy has claimed Mike, and they're a thing. Now, while LJ has been making Looney feel all kinds of emotions, when he gets to speak to Shakira, though, she gets player vibes. If not, the same issue a lot of ladies are having with Justice in terms of feeling that, he's not doing enough. Now, in LJ's defense, he is playing a numbers game to stay on the show, while Justice seems to not understand that most of the women are traditional and chasing a man is just not their thing. Now, what makes Alonzo part of the struggle crew is his conversation with Charisse about getting engaged to someone, at best, make them happy, or at worst, stop them from asking again and again about when he's going to buy a ring. So in this particular episode, with the women having the power, not only do we have a bottom 2, but we got a bottom 3. Now, of the bottom 3, the one who is probably most likely going to get eliminated is Justice, because number one, he did leave the show early for business. Now, Alonzo has had moments with Kayla, and with her not having Randall all to herself, she may want to hold on to her options. LJ and Looney are locked in her mind. And while Kayla isn't feeling him, she doesn't talk for the rest of the class. Now, when it comes to Justice, who has been checking for him and who has shown a real interest in him? Good question. His approach to dating doesn't align with, a lot of women of what go on with the show. And at this point, it seems like he's the one that might be eliminated. So let's talk about maybe what could happen as we get further down into these episodes. So I still think Brandy and Mike could be a final couple. Randall and Trinika and Shakira and Samson. Now, who could be eliminated? As I stated, Justice, his whole way of dating is just not rubbing anyone the right way. And then when it comes to the women, who could be eliminated next? Probably Kadian. Because at this point, Swayze is the only one who seems interested in her. And it's still a numbers game where we're concerned at this point. So I will say it looks like Charisse no longer appears as this season's villain, but rather someone who, based on the group chosen has limited appeal. She wants a clean slate person, no kids, no ex-wives, and she's very clear on what she wants. This combined with her comments about Dominica, I guess at that point it wasn't a good look. However, Samson has helped to show that, there are different sides to her. And then speaking of Samson, we're reminded that there are many women like Charisse who aren't aggressive or mean, just really not for the BS and wasting their own time. Whereas, in the past season, tend to scare off men or have led to producers pushing a negative perception without giving persons grace. So thankfully, it looks like the show is evolving and recognizing that without many, competition or other shows that's competing with them in this space, it's better to be too good to duplicate than so bad that someone thinks that they could easily do better. So there you have it, the recap for Ready to Love, Season 7, Episode 4, Miami White Party. Let's get the conversation started down in the comment section. Who do you think of the bottom 3 men are going home? Who is your projections for the couples that's going to be the in-game couples? And what is your thoughts on Charisse now? Do you still see her as the villain of the show? Or do you see that this is more about preference and her personal standards? So until the next video, take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to this channel for all updates. And please don't forget to like and share. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.